Okay, so we've got our dubstep section then sort of arranged, or well, we've got the arranging part set up to the dubstep section. So we've got our sort of build up here, or where it should be, and then it dropping into our dubstep loop at bar 77. And we can sort of just duplicate that out and create another rhythm over here. But for now, we'll leave that just where it is, and we'll go back to the start, and we're just going to start building our track up a wee bit better. So at this bar 9 section, I'm going to bring in a vocal. So I'm just going to collapse a few of these tracks, and we're going to bring in a vocal. So if I just insert a new audio track, make sure it's outside any of those groups, and we're going to rename it vocals, and we could probably insert a MIDI track as well, because we're going to do a wee bit of vocoder on it. So we'll go for modulator. So the vocal will be the carrier, and our modulator will be a silent. So just drop that in, and we'll just initialize that, get a standard, we'll pitch it down. That's all we need. Okay, so our vocals now, if you go to the vocals folder bundled with the course, we've got speaking vocals, and we're just going to drop that in.
This is the bass.
Okay, so just excuse the rareness of this.
This is.
Okay, so I'm just going to get this to start at the right point.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass.
Okay, so that's it. Starting at the right point at least. So we can turn on a loop locator, and we can grab a certain section of this to loop around. So just grab a 4-bar loop and find somewhere to start it.
This is the basis of flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is to make flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so we're going to do a bit of tweaking with this as well. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and try changing the warp mode just to get a different effect out of it.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so we'll try our vocoder first, and we'll maybe play around with that after. So we've got our loop locator set up, and we're going to have it starting here at bar 9. And I'm going to go into our live devices and grab a vocoder and drop it onto the vocals track. And then you need to go to the left hand side here, and you need to select the external, and you need to select the modulator wave, or the modulator track we set up. So now whenever we play a note through the silent, it should influence the actual vocals. So we can turn the off out on that, because we don't really need to hear it. We obviously need to okay, so I'm gonna just send this modulator to sends only, so that we don't hear it, but it is making a sound. So
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Yes!
okay, so we can play around with that. I'm just gonna try and get a more sort of vocal sound out of it. So
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
just gonna bring the volume down a wee bit.
bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the
So you turn the sensitivity up and you get that sort of, I think it was the Scumfrog remix of one of Kylie's tunes, did a kind of sound like this.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so I'm just going to bring the dry wet back a bit so that we actually hear some of the vocal as well.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis.
Going to introduce some more of the bands as well.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the.
So you can turn that up the level as well.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so I'm basically just moving bits and bobs around here to try and get a cool sound out of this. And I think
This is the basis of.
try this enhance button as well.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so we're gonna go with this, and I'm just gonna put gonna group these two tracks together, just so that they are in the same section. So we've got our vocoder vocal group, and I'm gonna do a high pass and a compressor on this as well, so that we can do just keep it under control a wee bit and take some of the bottom end out. So we just grab an auto filter, drop it on that group.
This is the bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of.
So I'm just going to compress this a wee bit and bring the volume down a bit because it's quite loud.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so I'm just going to basically draw on a few notes here for our sort of build-up section, and we can use this throughout the track as well. So I'm just going to go into our modulator and create a 4-bar loop. Maybe need a wee bit longer. We'll try and see how we go. We'll start with 4 bars. We'll loop around this section.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so we can maybe have a few notes playing here,
This is the basis of bass to make the beat.
and then have it dry here,
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
and then drop in another note here. Could work.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of.
We'll maybe just bring that note up a bit at the end.
This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow. This is the basis of bass to make the beat flow.
Okay, so we'll duplicate that, and then at bar 17 we'll change it slightly, and we'll add in another note. Let's get a bit of a chord going on. And then from that build up, I think what we'll do is we'll just cut that vocal and loop around a certain section. So cut that at bar 21. See where and we'll just loop that sort of end of that section. Okay, so that could work pretty well. And we'll try leaving in their vocoder parts as well, and maybe even bringing in another note. Okay, so we'll just maybe drop a limiter on that vocal group as well, just to bring it up a wee bit, I think. Okay, so that could work quite well, and I could drop in then to loop 1, and once we get some sort of effects playing there. Just ticked over into the next part. Okay, so we'll continue on with this in the next one, and we'll try moving that sort of vocal section across to the build up into the dubstep loop as well.